we all take the threat of ISIS very, very seriously. The vigilance levels that we maintain every day are our best shield, but we're going to continue to deepen our anti-terrorism capacity.
The headlines on our parent website, Newsmax.com, say it all. 2 roommates, one from Kazakhstan, the other from Uzbekistan, intent on joining ISIS, threatening to bomb Coney Island, shoot FBI agents, and possibly even try to kill the president. But they were nabbed in New York yesterday, while a third man, also from Uzbekistan, was arrested in Florida for providing funding and material support. We welcome you into America's Forum on this very, very busy morning with Miranda Kahn, J.D. Hayworth.
Yeah, the men came to the attention of law enforcement last August after the 2 roommates expressed support for ISIS, even offering to join the U.S. military to spy for that terror group. That scary thought, and made some threatening comments online to an Uzbek language website. Part of the ominous post reads, "What I am saying is to shoot Obama and then get shot ourselves. Will it do? That will strike fear in the heart of infidels."
For more on this developing story, we are very pleased to be joined by former New York City prosecutor and the host of Talkin' Law Radio, Daniel Hochheiser, who checks in live from Newsmax New York. We're also joined from way out west. Newsmax LA is the place where our good friend Larry Elder, the Newsmax contributor, guests for this entire hour. Dan, obviously, we begin with you because the action came in the Big Apple. As I understand it, another roommate reportedly became a paid informant and was one of the men arrested at JFK Airport. What else are prosecutors saying about this case?
Well, I think from a prosecution perspective, they have some problems. This is not a slam dunk terrorism prosecution, because a lot of these conversations which were had over this Uzbeki website and on recorded telephone calls with a confidential informant and amongst the conspirators are very conditional conversations. If I have the opportunity and I have the weapon, I will kill the president. That's not a statement, I will kill the president. That depends on an event to trigger the threat. So this conditional language in the plot to kill the president, to bomb Coney Island, to kill police officers and FBI agents, most of these threats are conditional, and they may not actually rise to the level of criminal activity you need to prove in court.
People in the Muslim community often complain that they are perceived as terrorists, but if they don't self-report, if they don't aggressively self-report, how do you get around the use of informants? It seems to me that's about the only tool that we have.
Well, using informants is absolutely necessary, and that's why you had this joint terrorism task force, which uses the NYPD, the FBI, and other agencies which infiltrate mosques, which monitor Islamic fundamentalist leaning websites, and you absolutely need these insiders to get involved inside the conspiracies in order to thwart them before they come to fruition.
Right.
How long do you think these guys have been planning this?
I'm sorry?
How long do you think they've been planning this attack?
Well, in the federal complaint, the activities charged are from August 8th, 2014 through yesterday. So this is very frightening, and one of the most frightening things to me as an American is that these folks only have to succeed once, and our law enforcement people who are doing a great job and are working very hard, they have to bat 1,000. You know, if we fail to find one of these conspiracies and somebody gets a machine gun and does carry out one of these threats, it can be disastrous.
Well, mindful of that fact, and 30 seconds left here, Daniel, I understand the point of law. You say it's a difficult case to prove. Had there not been judicial decisions that articulate a real difference or a distinction between enemy combatants and people charged here on our soil, would it be an easier case to make in your mind? About 30 seconds.
Well, I think this may be that case which is on the edge, which perhaps should not be in our civil justice system. Perhaps they should be tried in a military tribunal because, like I said, a lot of this chatter is on the borderline and does rely on conditions to happen in order for the plot to go forward. So this may not be provable in a criminal court, but we'll wait and see.
One of the challenges we face when we treat acts of war, potential acts of war, as if they're violations of the criminal code. Dan, stay with us. Larry, too, and Tom Ruskin will join the conversation when we come back on America's Forum.